Now, getting into our PAILs and RAILs, we want to really feel the sensation from the bottom of the big toe all the way into here. Oftentimes we'll feel maybe somewhere around the heel and anything along this backside of the calf, basically from the bottom of the foot to almost the back of the knee. Those are all great sensations to feel. We don't want to feel any pinching on the top side of the foot and definitely not in the front of the ankle. This could be a rig, this could be a wall, it could be blocks, it could really be anything. I actually really like this because for me, you're going to go ahead and test your active range of motion just like we said. So you're going to lift up your big toe as high as you can without it going in, without you faking through the ankle. And then we want to be just beyond that. But you'll see that this angle is pretty perfect for me to actually be 10 to 15 to even 25 maybe degrees outside of where my active range of motion is. Now when I slide down there and I put that down, I want to again be able to feel from the bottom of the big toe to the heel, so plantar fascia all the way through that. Maybe I can be able to drive my knee forward and I'll start to feel probably more of that towards the back side of the calf and the heel, and that's okay. I want to think about driving my knee towards that second toe. If I am driving my foot forward, depending on your foot, whether it's high arch or low arch, you might find yourself dropping your midfoot to the ground a little bit and then finding a better line of tension. Essentially, whether your foot's, like mine or not, try to find what you need to do for the first 2 minutes to really explore lines of tension and find the greatest stretch that we're looking for in terms of those spots. Say we did that, we were here for 2 minutes, nice big deep breaths. When you're exhaling, we're almost thinking about consciously relaxing the bottom of the foot or anything that's holding us back. We can go ahead and even use the pelvis off of that, since we all know everything is connected. Maybe even something like that could change the line of tension for you. If I lean forward, there's more load. If I lean back, there's less load. All little variables that you can change by progressing over weeks. Big deep breath in. We've been here for 2 minutes. Exhale everything out just like anything else. A radiation starts within my core. I'm even going to start to feel it creep down through my leg before I emphasize my foot. Recruit all the big engines first, then get yourself down to that foot, gas pedal down, eventually have the pinnacle of this tension reaching towards the bottom of the foot and the big toe pulling down into this. So I'm loading as much as I can into my big toe. Hold that sensation, that power, and ramp up to as strong as you feel comfortable, hopefully 100% eventually. Hold your 100% for a 10 count. As soon as we're done with that, let a little air out, sniff in maybe, pull into the rails, try to lift the big toe, continual pull of the big toe off of there, try to feel everything doing it, all through the top, the shin. Everything on that front side is contracting to not only pull you forward, but also pull the big toe. We don't want to lean back, so any of this is not allowed. Wherever you were, you stay so that you're not faking it through the next joint. We want to actively try to pull that big toe off of there, 20 seconds, and relax. As you get better at it, try to even see if you can turn the rails on immediately. So you'll go from PAILs right to the rails. Just another variable that we can kind of work on. After you're done with your round, a couple of big deep breaths driving through it. Stay in the end range for your first 3 breaths, so don't move for a couple of breaths so you can actually relax into the new spot that you pulled yourself. And then do a little bit of grooving. If you're ready for it, do another round. If not, you're gonna slowly step off. Be careful with your first couple of steps. It is a really big change for that. Now, like we're always talking about, we've opened up a window temporarily. Yes, it was long enough to really kind of start to signal for some actual tissue remodeling. At the same time, we know that doesn't happen in one time. And we also know that really getting after the opposite side of the joint is going to increase the chance of us really keeping this. So as simple as can be, you literally can do just straight up reps. Now the effort of the reps is something to really consider. This should be almost a training stimulus. So I'm really working on irradiating through my whole body to actually lift that as high as I possibly can. The other thing that we can do is we can change and really start breaking down little things. So here I am, lift into it, passively pull myself into my end range, even add direction to it. So if I want to try to really rotate in a certain way, maybe you're someone who has a bunion and we need to be able to pull that in the direction of the camera. If I pull that all the way to there, take a big deep breath in, exhale, start to really pull the big toe off of your fingers. 3, 2, 1, let go, hold your end range. 10, 9, 8, I can go right back into it, pull into a little bit more, do another rep. Now I'm starting to hold that new range, put that down, do more reps of just the liftoffs, own that. I can go ahead and go to something and say, all right, here, I'm gonna put this here. Now I know I need to lift off of it. I also get the feedback of feeling it if I'm not maintaining my height. So I can do my liftoffs off of that. I can also go into speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, trying just to lift that big toe. Changing variables to try to see if I can really challenge that tissue in different ways of the same task. So it gets good at that and it can adapt in different ways. So quick little review, we opened it up, just trained it, add reps in later on in the day. How hard is it really just to lift the big toes a little bit? How hard is it when you're standing with your kids or just cleaning something to put a little bit of a stretch on that big toe? Do some lighter PAILs, just pushing down into the ground. Maybe even you're about to do a workout and now we're going into split squats where we're really emphasizing ankle dorsiflexion anyway. Something to really consider. High-end version of this that we'll eventually be putting together series, sissy squats, right? So being able to really go all the way down and up and really put all that load onto that portion as well as your knees. Really, really good goal to work towards, that this would be a fundamental kind of approach towards that. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And as always, we appreciate you and we'll see you next time.